Hello?
Nothing to show off. So I cannot defend you if you did not defend your project because I don't know if you know what you are doing. So with this defending slash graduation ceremony, I will be able to have a confidence that this person is a student of CM Tech and has the ability to analyze and do so many things in Python programming language. So you are welcome to today. So I just want to hear from you, Bashira Momo.
Good evening, sir.
So how was your journey to this great milestone?
It was very eventful. I learned a lot from basics in programming language, Python programming, up to where I am now in analyzing data from a given data set, as it were. So it has been an interesting journey so far, and I am grateful for the opportunity to learn under CM Tech and you, of course.
So we have to start now. You have I will stop sharing my screen, then you share your screen. You start to explain the process, how you came about analyzing and all. So I will stop sharing my screen. So
Okay, okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, okay, okay. So, hmm. Welcome to my project. I was given a data set called sales data to analyze for my project, in which I had to import certain libraries for my use during the course of my analysis. So I imported the pandas library, NumPy, matplot library, and seaborn for analyzing this data. So the first thing I did was to read my data set, which of course was in my Google Drive, which I mounted as per your instructions before now. So this is my data set. This is my data set. It's actually quite long, having a total of 185 rows, 185,950 rows, and 11 columns. Each column having their own title from order ID down to the hours. So my first assignment was to determine the time frame of the data sets, which is to determine the start date and the end date for orders that were taken within these data sets for sales. So my code was to, of course, assign the variable BF order dates read by Panda to determine the date time. Sorry. I had to find the maximum and minimum dates. The maximum date, of course, was the end date, which is the latest date closest to us now. And the minimum date was the previous date was the older date. That is, From our data set, we could see that the date span was for between 2019 to 2020. So with this code, I was able to narrow down the exact date and time which was established the time frame. And I found that it was a 1 year gap, indicating that all orders were made within the span of 2019 to 2020.
Okay.
I went further to analyze the total number of rows and columns within my data set by
Uh,
using the df dot shape.
I am not seeing what you are showing me. So, are you scrolling?
Really, I'm
You have to scroll to so
are you
that
seeing it now?
I'm seeing it.
I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling.
You did not. So you have to go back and explain because I did not see your code and what you wrote. So this. Okay,
You
I'm
seeing
seeing.
code now?
Okay, I'm seeing it now. I see the started date and the ending date. So you can continue.
Yes. Yeah. Hello?
So I'm seeing it. So you can continue.
Okay, I said in my analysis I was able to establish the time frame using this code. Once I run it, I was able to determine that the start date was on the 1st of January 2029 and end date was 1st of January 2020, meaning a 1 year gap was indicated for all orders that were made within this span. Our time frame was ranging from 2019 to 2020 for all orders that were made regarding these data sets provided. Did you get that?
Yes, I get. I get. You can continue.
Okay, but the screen is scrolling itself. Okay. I was then asked to analyze the total number of rows and columns within the set, which I used my df.shape to analyze rows and columns and to print the number of rows and then the number of columns. Of course, the dimension of rows was 185,950 in total and 11 columns present within the dataset. I also have to check for missing values using my df is null dot sum. This will calculate the total sum of missing values, if any, within the dataset and then print the number and the column attached to know the number of missing values within each column in our dataset. So from our analysis, there appears to be no missing values within either columns of the dataset.
Okay. Okay. So, uh, you calculated using the sum to get if there's no missing value, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You can continue.
Sorry, I don't have a mouse. Then the data types of each column, that is the heading of each of the columns for our data set. Sorry, sorry, we have 11 columns. So these D, df.type, the data frame.types will describe the type of data that is present within each of the columns, whether they are integers, objects, or floats, as it were. So I was able to determine that the order ID was integers, unnamed also was integers. The products were objects, quantity orders were integers, and so on and so forth. You can see the output of my analysis. For us to check if there are any duplicates within the data set. Initially, I had already checked that without having to run a code because I was trying to see if by comparison it would turn out the same way. So, excuse me. So using my df.duplicated.sum, I intended to sum up the total number of duplicates within the data set and to print the number of duplications in a row if there were any. So when I run it, I discovered that there were no duplications within the data set per row. That's why I printed zero. Hello? Are you still
Yes,
with me?
yes, I'm still with you. I'm still with you. You can continue.
Okay. Statistical description of numerical content in the dataset. When given a description, Python programming usually focus on the numerical data within the given dataset. That's why it didn't print other information within the dataset like products, the address, the city as we see here, but that focus only on the numerical data within the set. So it displays the total count of order days, 22 price, patch, order dates, months, sales, and the hours, of course, for the whole duration, which is the time frame that was set for all the stores in this data set. Then we have our mean, the total of all the means, the minimum, maximum, standard deviation, and then the quartiles. We have our first quartile, which is 25%, the second quartile, and then third quartile. Sorry,
Hmm?
orders. This is a different section that was assigned in my project order. So I was asked to determine the number of unique orders within the data set. The unique orders were like distinctive orders. You understand? Like there are a total of 19 products. So the unique orders for each product was what I was asked to analyze and provide a figure for. Of course, I was able to using this code provided. So we were able to establish the total number of unique. How is this calling now? Total number of unique orders was 178,437 unique orders for different products within the set. Then our distribution, although there was no column given for distribution status within our data set, but it is safe to say that all orders are somewhat ending as there was no delivery date stated in our set. Provided there was, we were able to ascertain if the goods were delivered, they the council delivered or they are still pending.
Okay. So,
Then
uh,
as for the first,
so
sir,
are you telling me that screw up again? So, are you telling me that there is no column for the delivering date, right?
yes, sir.
And the pending status.
There's no column showing the status of delivery or in the data set. So I have no data to analyze regarding that. The
Okay, okay,
delivery status is not stated at all.
okay. Can we see the code you wrote, or can we view? Because I'm not seeing it.
Sir,
I'm not seeing it now. I
code for
don't
that question.
I don't know if you stop sharing screen.
No, sure. I see it.
Okay, I can see it now. Okay, okay. Now, so explain this side for me so that I will know what you did here.
Okay, what I just did, I didn't prepare any code for this particular aspect of my assignment. What I did on my own was to go through the data I was unable to find anything regarding the delivery status of
Okay.
the data within the data set. So I didn't prepare any code for
The
that.
boundaries of something following. So for most aggregates, all right, for the aggregate class, for following.
Hello. Hello. I'm still here. I'm still here. You can explain.
Okay, so I didn't run any data, any sorry, I didn't write any code for that. What I
Okay.
did for that was do the comment.
No problem. You can move to the
Just write
next.
comment for that. Okay. Also for the case of there's no issue regarding the customers, only the orders. I
Okay.
was unable to assess the number of unique customers that was hired. There was no customer ID. What they were sending for me to work with.
Okay. Okay. You can move. You can move to the next.
Okay. So, mm, mm. Okay, so geographical insights.
I did not hear you.
I was asked geographical insights. I was
Okay.
asked the countries that included the data sets.
Okay. Okay.
There were no
Continue.
countries stated in my data set. However, when I cross-reference the cities and the address that were given with the world map on my own, I was able to discover those locations were within the United States of America. I did not have a code for that. I did not have any for that. That was just my own personal research. But I felt it's also relevant to this analysis. So, hello?
I'm hearing you. You can continue. Just continue.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. So then I was to identify the five top cities with the highest number of orders. Sorry, I'm going for So in order to check the top five cities with the highest number of orders within the given data set, first of all declared a variable top five cities. Then using my data frame city dot value count with a head of five, I printed the top five cities with the highest number of orders, and it showed that the highest was San Francisco, followed by Los Angeles, New York, Boston, and then Atlanta. These are the top five, with San Francisco as the highest in terms of orders that were made for the products.
Okay. Okay. Can continue. Just continue. Just continue. Round up everything concerning this project. At the end of it, I will ask some little questions so you can continue.
Okay. So the product category, I was asked to identify the number of unique products in SD set. So like I said before, there were a lot of orders that were made products at different times. But we have to narrow down the unique products that they were ordering for, because several orders can be multiple. A, a particular product could be ordered by multiple people at multiple times. So with this code, I was able to reduce the total number of unique products that were in the data set. And sorry, and here we have that there are 19 unique products in total. Then based on the product, so based on sales, I was asked to determine the most popular products, which I did using this code by grouping the products by sales and also appending the sum to it. So the most popular product by sale was the Mac was the MacBook Pro laptop with a total of the most popular product is the MacBook Pro laptop with a total of 800 and no, 8,000 8,037,600 sales in total for this product, which makes it the most popular product in the data stores of all the cities. So the next, find the top five selling products. Assign variable called top five products. Group my data frame by product the
I'm not
quantity
seeing your
orders,
screen.
then append a stock. That
Your screen just went blank. So I want to see your screen now
shit.
again. I'm not seeing it.
Are you seeing it now?
I
Are
cannot
you
see.
seeing it now?
No. Okay, I can see it now.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I was asked to identify the top five products. So I assigned the variable five products and by products and quantity ordered. I printed the top five best selling products, A A batteries, USB, cable, lightning cable, and wired phone in this order. The highest to the least in terms of the And the next aspect of the project was customer segmentation. And I said before, there was no product there with customer details, either their name or their ID. So that I was not able to provide any segmentation based on that I had. Nor was I able to provide an average order value for each customer segment. As for shipping insights, sorry, there was no data provided regarding shipping, but if I was to suggest, I would say that because some of these products are lightweight, I would say they can be shipped overnight. Then for those that are heavyweight, they can be shipped using freight. Yeah? Okay. So, are you seeing my screen? Hello? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I
Hello?
can see it. I can see it. Continue, continue.
Okay. Okay. So under shipping instead, I was asked how the shipping mode relates to the order date and delivery date. Although there was order date given in our data set, there was no delivery date provided. So any mode of shipping could not be ascertained as at that time. Although I had to do a little bit of research and I discovered that the shipping mode is mostly determined on the overall timeline between the order date and the delivery date. That is the time frame within that period. Whether it is a short span or a long span, that will determine the mode of shipping that is required. If it's something that is required urgently, it will require a shipping mode that will be able to do that on time. Like for example, overnight, you have just a business day, you place your order today, you get your order by tomorrow. That one will be very best for orders that are expected to be delivered on time, time sensitive orders. So they also listed a few other options. And in essence, I think that faster shipping mode like overnight and expedited will reduce delivery window, while slower method like standard or freight shipping will extend it. And for any company, I think balancing the cost and speed according to the customer and the business needs are very, very essential. Because although the customer may need their product on time, I think the business should be able to weigh the odds if it is possible to provide certain products faster than others, and also to give the customer that this is the duration of time we can provide for you to receive your order. So I think we should also specify delivery dates in the data set for better analysis. But this was the best I could do with data that was given to me. Also, I couldn't get any shipping pattern based on modes of region. I would want to make a comment on that shipping mode patterns based on region reflect the balance between proximity to the distribution center. Given the data set, I don't exactly know the distribution centers. Sorry, I don't know the company's own location, but I do have the addresses and the cities to have their orders delivered to. So if I don't know the duration or the proximity, I won't be able to determine any shipping pattern or mode based on the data that I was given.
You did well, continue. So you can
So
continue.
sales distribution. This data I focus on sales and frequency. The frequency of the sales that were made due to what I actually used was the time frame. What I used for this particular analysis, I thought it would be best to visualize it so you can see the frequency. Let me see if I can get this info. Relationship between the frequency and sale. So higher sales are made around this region at a frequency of 120,000. Then lower sales, sorry, were made within this frequency. When much sales are not, when they are not much ordered, it's easier to deliver. But when the orders are piling up, so you need to consider a lot of other factors before sending out orders. So I guess that's the reason why we have a lower distribution for orders around this region. Based on this plot that I provided, are there any outliers in the sales data sets? Yes, they actually were. Some of the orders were small, some a bit big, but there were some certain orders that range from like 30 and above. So those are the outliers. They're not exactly uniform with the rest of the orders. You see, for example, now in our data set, sorry, let me go back. Let me show you what I mean. Oh, oh, okay, right. You see, for example, sorry, based on the quantity order, when orders are just one, and following the prices, you can see that the sales are just uniform all the way down. There's not much of a difference. This is not exactly giving the total display of all the rows, but if you were to display it on Excel, which is what I did before imputing it into my Google Colab, you see that there were some orders that were different, rather random than other orders within the data set. So I use this code to plot a figure, a box plot preferably, show these outliers. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see it. You can continue. I'm with you.
Okay. Okay. So this is the plot showing the outliers, that's the variations. That's the data points that are significantly different from the majority of data in the data set. Sorry. Okay, now I was asked to visualize the distribution of sales for each product category. So we've already established that the product category will. So I have to plot a figure of 12 by 6 centimeters with my product on the x-axis and sales on the y-axis. It's a 90-degree angle. This code is actually very easy to read. So I plotted the title distribution of sales for each product and then label the x-axis as product and the y-axis as sales to show. This shows the distribution pattern for each of the products, each of the unique products. Here we have the products from MacBook to washing machine to USB-C charging cable all the way down to LG dryer. This is the sales distribution pattern for each of the products. This is the last of my sections, profit analysis. I believe to calculate for profit, I would need the cost factor of purchasing, that is the company's purchasing of the product. That was not included in my data set. What I have in my data set is the price by which each product was sold and the total sales amount. I did not have the cost factor for me to be able to deduce the total profit of each order. So I had no code for that, which is why I'm only dropping a comment that neither the cost nor the cost of not neither the cost factor nor the cost of each item were provided in the data set. Assuming the cost was established, a mere deduction of cost per profit from the sales will result in the individual profit for each order. And of course, you cannot determine the profit, you cannot determine the profit margin either. Nor can you determine the top five orders with the highest profit. What I'm trying to say in NS is that for me to be able to determine the profits that this company is making based on their sales, I will need the cost at which they got the goods, relate it with sales, be able to determine the revenue, that is the profit that is generating from each sale. So in conclusion, that although there were no missing values in the frame was still void of certain relevant information, such as the cost per product, shipping dates, delivery dates, and so on. This would have helped to make the analysis more detailed and prove more valuable results. In analysis, I discovered that the only parameter that was made profit or only had the details regarding sales and not the cost. And of course, even in NEMA, not cost factor and then the sales. So I would recommend that the company keep track of their cost of products, the cost at which they get their product, because the purpose of any such business is to make profit. And you cannot determine your profit if you cannot keep track of your costs. So in relating cost and sale, that's when the company will be able to determine whether or not they are making the profit, and especially if the margin is actually going to make them want to continue in that regard, or whether or not this they need to drop some products and maybe include other ones. I'd also like to
No, I'm hearing you, but I cannot see your screen.
yes, I'm done with my
Okay.
brief explanation.
So I see what you
Yeah?
have done. I've seen what you have done. It was
Uh,
amazing. It was amazing. I want to really appreciate you for your time, and also you should prove yourself that you learned very well. I was not like I was not even thinking that you might be able to go into Seaborn. With the help of your research work, I see that you were able to expand your research, which was good. Congratulations. It was nice. It was
Thank you so much.
nice. Your statistical research was nice. And also, I want to also say that the shipping date, I think they gave us a delivery a date for the data set.
Order dates.
Yes. Okay, it's ordered date. Ordered.
Yes, only order. There was nothing regarding delivery at all. So we
There
don't know
was,
whether the deliveries have been made, whether they are pending or they were cancelled.
okay, good. So it was nice. So I want you to have the mind that when you are called upon, this is how you are going to present. Or when you are working with
Okay,
it,
sir.
you would definitely present. Defending like this using
Okay.
your Google Colab is okay, but you can also present using your multimedia to present where you draft everything or summarize everything. But I decided to let you use your Colab to present so that I will see your code and all. Most times, the people who employ you might not need your code. All they need is your reports, your research work, your
Okay.
multimedia display. But because of I want to see your code and all, so that's why I want you to present with your project work. As times goes on, you will see the usefulness and you will know how to work with problems. I want to also tell you that try to improve on your skills. Do not just learn, get a certificate and rest. No. Practice,
Okay, sir.
teach, learn. What did I say? Practice, teach, learn.
Practice, teach, and learn.
Learn. That is the triangular movement you are going to take for you to be a professional, a master in data analysis. And also, there is other uh, things you can dive into data science where you have to do your modeling and all. But this is your starting point. I want you to continue with it and also do research. Don't you should not say that because it's project that's why you did your research. No, continuously do your research work. So I want to go. I want to see your visualize data in Power BI.
I'm trying to bring that up now. Just
So
give me a minute. Let me see if I can
so you can end
do
and
that.
share. If you to share your full screen, you can share. But
Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen?
yes, yes, I'm seeing it. So you can continue
Okay.
explain. It was
But what I
nice.
did was that in my visualization, I based everything off of each of the products. Each unique products have their own column here. So mm, the reason I actually chose to visualize was because of this particular one. I wanted to be able to determine exactly the regions and the country in which these cities and addresses were based on. So I can tell where the cluster of products we are going to and how far apart they are. This analysis will help to determine a shipping mode to use because you can see all the various locations within the United States, ranging from Atlanta, New York, San Francisco, all of them, all here around the United States, and where the product cluster. For example, this wired headphones, most of the orders were around this region, which is Austin and Dallas. So as you can see, so for any product that is being shipped to Atlanta, Dallas, Austin, not require anything. It's not require too much call because the locations are actually closely related. So any product coming this way, we go to add all the products together. If it's just the wired headphones that the company is delivering, you can just pack them up in the same in the same vessel and deliver to these three locations as they go. It may not be done in a day, but at least this analysis proves that they are all closely related, and as such, you can easily relate and deliver your items to these locations before furthering to other locations that are further apart. So the shipment mode that will be used to ship any products within these three areas will not require as much cost as shipping towards other further areas, such as here, which is New York City, or perhaps even Seattle, Portland. So that was the major reason why I did this visualization.
So it was
I
nice.
think everything else kind of speaks for itself.
Yes, it was nice. I really appreciate the confidence you have. And okay, just want to ask a question. So,
Okay.
how did you get the map?
Oh, that was actually easy. I just followed simple instructions. So when I was trying to build the visualization, it said I could not, but it gave me a list of directives to follow. So I think first thing I did was go to File, then from there I went to options and settings, clicked on my options, just wait for it to display on my display. It's supposed to. Okay, so yes, um, what is the regional settings I went to? Let's see. No, it's around here somewhere.
What are you looking
Mm,
for? So, hello, what are you looking for?
is that?
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to explain how I was able to get that map. No, not find it. Okay, no problem. So
But this is the map on your visualizing column. So
yes,
you click on the products and what
and it shows the distribution
the distribution. Okay, click on the map
by
first.
the yes by the order ID. Here it is.
So okay, click on it. Okay, you see each on your data column. You see that you click on products, right?
Yes,
Then you
mm,
use the map to visualize it, right?
exactly.
So
I wanted to show where each product is going, the location it's going to.
no problem.
Mm.
I'm really amazed, and I found out that you did well. You did well in Power BI by going to research on how to generate a map which tell us the distribution of the location and all that is really really good. I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
So congratulations for being a successful data analyst. You are welcome. So I just
Thank you,
need
sir.
appreciation comment on this. So it's time for you to appreciate. Alright.
Well, what can I say? Okay. Initially, I had no idea how to do anything concerning data analysis. I was actually a statistics fan to begin, but during our training, I began to see different sides to it and calculation that they actually codes you can write and they are as simple as common English. Python is actually simple as English language compared to other programming languages, and it was easy for me to understand. I just after our first class together, it was like something in me just opened up and I actually understood everything word for word, and I was able to practice this on my own and came out with something as good as this. So I want to say a big thank you to CM Tech for giving me a platform to learn how to become a data analyst, to learn how to analyze and not just analyze, to visualize data in different forms, be it lines, bar charts, pie, different forms. As in, it's been an honor working with you guys, and I really appreciate the time
Okay. So, hello, are you still
And
here?
because most of our classes were late in the night, it was not easy for him at all. But I'm actually grateful and I appreciate all the effort that he made towards making this a success. I finally completed my training, thanks to God Almighty and thanks to my coach, of course, for taking the time, even despite the fact that I disturbed you with so many questions. So I really appreciate that, and thank you for being lenient with me and my many, many questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, I still have a little question for you. Okay. Mm, do
Okay.
you prefer online a virtual class or physical class? So can you throw more light or explain if you like?
You said?
I just want you to tell us if you love virtual class or physical class.
Um, I actually like physical class, but the reason why I preferred this virtual class was that they were recorded. So even if you did miss anything, you can always go back. It makes it easier than having to miss out on anything. So the part that I did not understand, I actually watched some of our videos like two, three times. The ones I did not understand, and I have a notes. I keep notes. I'm fond of keeping notes. So I think virtual for this particular course, data analysis and Python programming, I think virtual is actually a very good call.
So congratulations once again. We are
Thank you
grateful to
very
God
much.
Almighty as we successfully round up
Yes, sir.
everything concerning Court 1. And also, it was not easy.
Yes.
I want to also thank God Almighty for the time. And also, I want to use this opportunity to let you know that use this medium to teach people who do not have any knowledge this course. So teach them so that they will have the basic knowledge. I want to see your view. Don't log out from your screen. I want to see your screen.
Oh, okay. Um, okay.
So
That's fine.
yes, it was okay. It was okay. So this course to which we are going to embark tomorrow, I think I will not be that simple man or simple instructor because if you don't take this class serious, you will never learn any bits. So this is important. This is important for all aspiring data analysts. So I see that your journey from Python programming to Power BI was not wasted, right?
Not at all. Yes, sir.
So my SQL was not wasted because you were very attentive and regular in class. So I want to give thanks to God Almighty. Tomorrow, I I want to build you up. I don't know if you will take it as an opportunity. Take it an opportunity so that you will not miss out in your career if you intend to. I want to give you an opportunity, a free internship where you can be able to teach in CM Tech. It's just for me, for me
Okay.
to you. So I just want to build you up. That is what CM
Okay.
Tech is here to do, to teach their students how to also teach others. I don't know if you will be able to accept the internship offer.
I will be able, but although I think I should still give it a bit of thoughts, and I think you know why.
Yeah?
I said I will give it some thought, yes, but I would actually appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. So this video will be posted on the group chat. And if you feel like to go through all over, we can go through all over it. So Justice, you are welcome. I see that you came late. Justice, Justice, are you here? Hello, Justice. So Justice is not here. He's mute. So I will call it a day. So good night. Good night. Your certificate will be distributed to you. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.